Can I bring to the stage Jesse?
Hey guys.
Hi, Jesse.
They gonna have to do without the stand here.
Take it off.
So, I did not prepare any kid-friendly content, so I hope that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna see if I can have some code words here.
Say fuck, Jesse! Say fuck!
Friends. So before I moved to Denali, I lived in LA. And when I moved to LA, to Los Angeles in Southern California, I moved into like a classic LA living arrangement. So we were in downtown LA on the 17th floor, bunch of friends. It was a yoga vegan cult. It was super fun. This is all totally true for the most part. So my best friend that I made there, his name was Andreas. And he was part of the vegan BDSM kink scene. Which is 100% real. And I had never heard of this kind of thing, but I was interested. And so we're sitting there eating our lentils, and we're talking about what the different options are. I was like, so tell me about it. Well, he's like, well, it's like the regular kink BDSM scene. We're talking about like playing dodgeball right now. and except they don't use any animal products, and like, the whips or the swings or the playground and stuff. They call it compassionate cruelty. But that's true. And he invited me to like a mixer, like a meet and greet with his friends. And I thought about it. And I was like, okay, so what's going there? So yeah, so we meet new people, we hang out, it's super fun. There's an orgy afterward, but that's totally chill. And I really did think about it. I was single at the time. I just got to LA. I was like, what a great way to meet people. Like, I realized that the moment that I got there, the moment I got uncomfortable, I was going to immediately switch into coach mode. Like I was going to go back to default, and I was going to find the guy in the back who was feeling uncomfortable. Hey, bud. How you doing? I would say, look, I know it's hard out there. It's hard to find a place. It's hard to fit in here. Figuratively, literally. But believe me, when I tell you, you can do this. Repeat after me, all right? You're strong.
You're strong.
You're powerful.
You're powerful.
And the power bottom is what? Say it together. Is the ultimate backseat driver. And you're going to be amazing. LA is a weird place for that. I somehow stumbled on the research for the guy who invented the fleshlight, which is like it's a flashlight. And he was also from LA. He was from not far from where we were, and he was a tennis instructor. And this is the real quote. He was like, "I'm not that smart, but I have a huge sex drive," and that's how he became famous. That's how he made it. The fleshlight, he built it out of a thing of tennis balls, and it's proof that if you have a dream, if you just want something truly, if you build it, they will come. So a few weeks later, I was walking with Andreas, my friend there, and we were living in downtown LA. And I don't know if you've ever haven't been there, don't go. It's a gnarly place. And so we're walking around, and it's sketchy. There's drugs, there's people wrestling openly on the street. And we're walking, and this is all totally true. This woman walks up to us, and she's like, "Hey, can you guys? It's getting dark. It's kind of scary here." I'm like, "No." And can you help me find my friends? Like, yeah, of course. And so we're walking with her, and she's cool. We're talking. She's like, you guys are actually kind of cool. You should come hang out with me and my friends. It's super chill. Just a bunch of people hanging out, talking about things they care about. Like building plans for the future. Like, okay, we'll check it out. And so we're walking with her, and she's like, "Oh, wait, there it is. It's up ahead." And we get there, and we walk into an abandoned storefront. And it's her and a bunch of her friends sitting in chairs, facing forward while a pastor's giving a full speech, giving a sermon. And at this point, it's not that I couldn't physically leave, but I socially was so deep into it at this point that I felt like I had no way out. And so I sit down, me and Andreas, and for context, Andreas has he's got a ponytail that's a little bit too long. But so we're sitting there, and I look around and I realize this isn't just a normal church. This is like one of those cool, young, rock and roll hipster churches like Justin Bieber goes to. And like everyone listens to hip hop more supreme, and their holy water is sparkling and very expensive. And we're looking around as the pastor's going on about something. And I pull up my phone, and I realize, and I Google the place on the map trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And I realize that the first thing that comes up is a Yelp result. So Yelp, if you don't know, it's like TripAdvisor, it's like a reviews place. And if you don't know this, you can search for anything on there. So like if we were to search right now for all like the heroin around us, it would show us all the 2-star hotels around us. If we were to search for something like prostitutes or nannies, it would show us all the same 2-star places and some 5-star hotels too. And I know this isn't important, but just to note that like the difference between that being on the low end and the high end of society just shows the decline of the middle class in our world. That's more of a local joke. But so I pull it up, and the first result, and this is all totally true, is a Yelp result, and it's a ranking. And I realize that the place that I'm at is the number 2 ranked in all of LA, the number 2 ranked cult. And I'm looking around at all these strangely attractive, unnaturally happy people wearing their fancy clothes, talking about some guy who's very cross. And I think to myself, oh my God, what an opportunity. I could be a part of getting us number 1. I could add value. Scientology, I'm coming for you. I could really make a difference. That was like 3.5 years ago. And yeah, so that was most of what I want to talk about tonight. If you guys are interested in hanging out later, I'm hanging out with my friends. It's like super chill. Just talking about things we care about. Making plans for the future. It's only a few life contracts. It's super fun. Thank you guys so much.
Give it up for Jesse.